Let me start by saying I have no personal issues with Spook and Jukes. I have never spoken with him. As many times as I have attempted, my comments on his videos went largely ignored. I do not want any sort of quote unquote clout from this, nor do I want anyone to harass him or anyone affiliated with him. Now, that being said, he is a Dead by Daylight creator. I haven't played Dead by Daylight in quite some time. I do not know how the video you are watching turned out. So if I am doing terrible, I do apologize. Now, Spook and Jukes has made his name known for exposing toxicity in the I can't talk today for some reason. In the Dead by Daylight community. However, based on one of his latest videos, I do not think he really wants it to end, as he was showing the in-game chat. He was showing himself instigating the situation. It wasn't necessarily bad, and I will not say it as such. But I think gaming as a whole is toxic. The vast majority of us are tired, whether it be from work or just a long day with kids, whatever. We get on to play a game, we let our frustrations out. Is it right? No, not necessarily. However, it is part of being human, getting frustrated from now and then. Some of us do take it too far, which is where I agree with Spooks. No matter how frustrated someone gets, it should never leave the game. However, highlighting the toxicity does not help to end it. I see it as doing the complete opposite, as a matter of fact. There are ways that some of these TTVs highlighted can have justice without bringing all the attention to it to YouTube. However, it is Spook's bread and butter, so I can't completely fault him for that. As of right now, his top videos on his channel are all salt related, and at the time of writing this, his last non-salt related video was an apology video, which was 9 days ago. It sits at 39,000 views. His most recent video, reacting to someone who he had made a video about in the past, it has about 27,000 views in 14 hours. Comparatively, 4 days ago, he released a Toxic TTV video that sits comfortably at 66,000 views. As I said, I have no issues with him, but he speaks as if he wants the toxicity to end when that would drastically harm his channel. He has done several debates with people whom I actually enjoyed watching him make look like fools. However, one stands out to me as the person he was debating was, in my opinion, making some good points. However, the person slipped up and said the R slur and was immediately removed from the call. I wish I could say I faulted Spooks for this, but I don't, because at the end of the day, you have to protect your brand. The person did bring up good points, though. The R slur is probably the most common used slur in American language, but is rarely used to describe someone with mental disabilities. Being in the South, a very red state, mind you, all things people associate with racism. I have never witnessed nor heard of it from any of my friends of color. As a matter of fact, the majority of them have stated they have never been called a slur by a white person. It's been nothing but love. Does racism exist? Yes, it does. But that's because the people won't let it die. There was an African American inspirational speaker who popped up on my Facebook recently, who stated that the term boy should be the slur. as I'm sorry, I lost my place for a second. As the N word was only used to those who stood up to the masters, essentially calling it a term of endearment as only the strongest and bravest were called that word. We all grew up in the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, saying some of the most heinous things we could ever think of out of frustration or trying to be edgy and generate a laugh. Comedy Central roasts died off because people were offended by every little dark humor joke thrown out. However, the best humor comes from tragedy. My brother unalived himself in 2018. His girlfriend, as a way of coping, hung his clothes in the closet with the belt that he used. I didn't find the humor that she did, but I also didn't stop her, because at the end of the day, my feelings only matter to me. The world doesn't stop for someone's hurt feelings or emotions. Someone has said they would bang my mom, who passed away in 2019. I simply replied with, "I hope you like ashes." People call it bullying. However, I feel as long as it's not taken to a personal level like messaging Steam profiles or Twitch chats, it's all trash talk. Censorship has divided this world more than anything else. There are those who want nothing that they deemed bad to be said. And then there are those who are like me, and many others, who believe wholeheartedly in free speech and not having to agree with every view and every opinion. I do not agree with everything that Spook says, but I still enjoy his videos as he is a good creator. But I also feel he focuses too much on the negativity for the negativity to truly end. As I said, I do not want anybody to harass him. I know this will probably bring harassment to me, but I'm open for it. I'm open for a discussion with Spooks. Will it happen? I doubt it. I am set in my ways, essentially, I would say. So I don't think it would do any good. But I am open to a discussion to hear his side of things. I want things to be civil. Thank you all for your time. I will catch you all in the next one. Is he gonna let me go? Really? Blocking my fucking exit like that? Yep, nope. You're right. I mean, if you're acting like you don't let me go, then just let me go, dude.